Just like that.
Okay. By the way, wife yako ulimmeet kwa ukiwa job ama later?
Nilikuwa nimeacha.
Ulikuwa umeacha. Okay.
In fact, there are some funny things like very funny thing. Because nikiwa kazini nilikuwa na visit. It was very funny. She was in form 2. Sasa I had differed with my former wife. Nikasema niko na watoto na niko na good paying job. Mambo ya wanawake sitaki. Then I became a womanizer. Yeah. Alafu kulikuwa na somebody, a lady, she's dead now. A Luo lady. Ambaye alikuwa jirani yao. This Luo lady ameolewa na my relative. Kwa baba mkubwa. Sasa aliniuliza tu, hii wasichana unataka ya urafiki ama unataka ya kuoa? Kasema mimi kama ni kuoa sahau. Na alikuwa anafanya hiyo area, and you see my stepmother yule alinilea. In fact walijuana na my father-in-law wakiwa hata bado watoto. They come from the same place. Because I'm told my stepmother's father, who is a sort of a grandfather to me, kuna wakati alienda nyumbani kutafuta. Unajua ukiwa unafanya kazi unatafuta mtu wa kwenyu ufanye naye kazi. So akaleta grandfather upande wa my wife. So they treated each other as if they are related, but they are not related. Sasa huyu my sister-in-law, huyu Mjaluo, alikuwa ananiambia, unajua wanawake wa Tiriki ni wazuri. The way my stepmother alafu huyu akuwe stepmother to my kids.
Walikumistreat.
Yasa I cannot marry a Tiriki. Kumbe ile unakataa ndio unachukua. So when I was in work, kaniambia tunataka wasichana tu wa kubefriend. Kasema ndio. So I would come. Nikifika hivi naingia naona nakuja nafika nakuta msichana ambaye ni wa next door neighbor. Sasa unajua saa zingine ukitoka unaachia jirani funguo. So she used to leave. My sister-in-law alikuwa anaachia huyu the current wife, a form 2 girl, funguo amshikie in case nikikuja. So nikikuja nakuja na msichana ananipa funguo. So she knew me to be. Lakini sasa wakati nilifutwa kazi, I don't know what happened. And then the funny thing, ndio hiyo kitu nilikuwa nasema mambo ya suspicion. After marrying her, I decided sasa and imagine in her life she knew huyu mtu anapenda wanawake wengi because but then by the time nilifutwa manini, she had already completed form 4. So those are the wonders of the world. Because msichana tu kawaida angeanza kusema huyu I've seen with my eyes when I was a child. Because kuna wakati ingine amejifungia na msichana kwa nyumba. Msichana mwingine akikuja sasa mtoto ya form 2 ndiye anaanza kupeana excuses. Hapa hakuna mtu sijui. Na sikumuona akiingia hapa na msichana. Hata hapana, ni kama walipita.
You have been married for how long now? Now you're
30 years. This is 24.
24.
93, from 1993. 31 years.
What's the secret?
Pardon? Secret ni moja. That trust God. Unajua ukianza tena not even that. Every family quarrels. Every family quarrels. Even ilikuwa Thursday. Today is Thursday, last week Thursday we had a heated argument. Now, the secret in a relationship is one. Know that all couples quarrel. Hata ukiangalia like now, hiyo miaka umenijua, sasa leo ndio umesikia ati we quarrel or we have ever quarreled. Now not just we ever quarrel, we quarreled last Thursday and today is Thursday, 7 days ago. But one thing is allow yourself to ventilate yourself in quarreling. Just allow yourself. You can quarrel over everything except one. Don't quarrel with your partner because one or both suspects the other. When suspicion comes in,
everything else comes.
Congolese say, mariage est coffee. Mariage est coffee. Because you'll never be comfortable. You'll never be whatever. So long as, and that is the one and the only thing that makes people differ. Suspicion. If there is suspicion, you'll not stay for long. If there is no suspicion, you'll stay for long. And the other thing is, every couple quarrels, but let the quarrels be between you. If a third person knows, or even the fourth or whatever, the more the more coal you're adding to the fire. People quarrel, people do what, and even when we counsel people,
counsel.
Unashindwa, yani karibu tu, yani unafikaga pale unataka kumwambia, by the way hata tulikuwa kubwa kushinda hiyo. But then you remember when the boy and the girl called you for counseling, you had cheated them that we have never quarreled. Sasa wana quarrel, unaona hata hii quarreling yao ni ndogo kushinda yako. But then you reach a place where you are unataka kusema, but then tulikuwa kushinda wewe. But you see, unasemaje tulikuwa kushinda wewe? When already you have made them understand that. Imagine tumekaa 30 years na hatujawahi quarrel. It's because sasa umeshinda vile uta change statement. Yeah. Okay. That is you quarrel. When you are quarreling, don't hold back. Say what you want to say. But iishie kwenyu. Now the quarreling should never be on suspicion that your partner has a secret lover. So long as that thing enters your head,
everything is
hiyo sasa hata hakuna mganga anaweza, umerogwa kabisa.
So in an instance whereby mtu umeanza kususpect mtu, what do you do? So like inaweza kuwa it's suspicion. Whether it could be true, but because you have not ascertained it, but then umeanza kuwa na suspicion.
Okay. Let me ask you. Is your partner beautiful?
Yeah.
So if you are okay, I used the word beautiful. Okay. I'm even supposed to have used handsome. What I would tell young men, that if you have a girl, either a girlfriend or a wife, whom men don't admire, then you have made a wrong choice. And the girls, if you have a boy or a husband whom other women don't admire, then you have made a wrong choice. People admire. The more the people admire your partner, the more she's beautiful, the more she's... So you have to get used to. And you have also, we have also had this problem with there are two problems, like the ones of athletics, vile wanauawa. Then we also have a problem with the women, especially women, not men. You find a woman, she's maybe an actor, or maybe even a TV presenter. You marry a girl who is a TV presenter. And then when you're walking, Huyu si ndio ile anaitwa Lilian Muli.
Yeah.
With the due respect to Lilian Muli, of course. Yeah, true. So if you marry a lady like Lilian Muli, and me, I am married to the one I'm married.
Yeah.
Tuna cross barabara, nobody even notices her. But you marry Lilian Muli, or even Kanzedena.
Yeah.
You marry kina, what do you call those ladies?
Yeah.
And you have to expect to control her the way I expect. Every woman you marry, or I have to ask for forgiveness. I'm talking especially to men.
Yeah.
If you marry, because this case you'll not find it with
ladies.
No, Samuel. Anaitwa Doa Manane huyo wa Citizen. The one who says nini Zababu. Tafakari Zababu.
Oh, that dude.
Yeah.
I don't know his name.
Sam Mudoe.
Yeah.
It is, that problem is not much to the husbands. But if you, these women who are stars in various ways, they are admired. Now, not even admired. Okay, they are, because for you to be seen on TV, you have to be you don't have to have a face like mine. You have to have a better face. So when you have that, and then also somebody who is always seen on TV. Because somebody, hey, habari sijui, wacha tuchukue selfie. If you marry such a lady, na una roho ya kinyongo,
hawezi survive.
So you have to
accept what comes.
Accept, yeah. And when other men admire your woman, it is an appreciation for you. It is an appreciation for you. Sasa ukiwa mwanamke ambaye nobody admire, and then you see when people start admiring, there is a side effect. Unaanza kusikia wivu.
Yeah.
So you have to know that ukinunua gari Mercedes, ujue
lazima kila mtu ataiangalia.
Lazima maintain is expensive of such things. For marrying Frida Mwaka, yeah, ladies like you cannot marry Frida Mwaka. Now we expect that ukipita naye pahali, people don't even notice that. You have to, it goes with the position.
Okay.
And that one brings that. And then you see that, like this lady who there are now 3. These ladies who are athletes. You find that when they are doing that, they get men. First of all, like this one who was banned in Eldoret, and they died, both of them. She got married to a Ugandan. They had 2 daughters. When they had 2 daughters, she started this practice. Now the husband didn't like the idea of a person who is her trainer knocking at 3 a.m. to the road show.
Kukimbia, kufanya mazoezi, road work.
And then some of these, that is now the side of the husband. And then there is also the side of the coach. Like you'll find that in Iten area, these coaches. Unajua na hii mambo ya tease you are nini?
We get that a lot.
Sasa unakuta ati msichana sijui mguu na mbebesha na nini. Kidogo you become friends. Na ndio unakuta wasichana wanakufa namna hiyo. So young men, your girlfriend akienda kwa mzangile, forget, just don't become a Muslim with the due respect. Unajua Waislamu wanafika pale wanasema, if the girl has go to the gym, then look for a girl instructor to
to instruct her.
Yeah, so there are those things that are having there. Ukiwa na mwanamke ugly, people don't admire her, so you have failed. And again, ukiwa na mwanamke beautiful, people admire her, na unaanza kusikia wivu. So those are the problems with there.
So then the question is, how do you restore trust?
if it is not there.
Yeah. If it started, now, if you ushaanza kukuwa na hizo, how do you restore trust?
Yeah, trust can be restored, but it is like trust is like a wound. When it is there, itakuwa restored, but it will still be there. The only thing is, I would encourage when you are dating, you spend more time in dating than marrying. Those people, my study is that those who date, and also they spend more time dating, and also spend less time knowing his or her background before you met. Before you met, because knowing unajua, the important thing is, and I've got a cousin, we look alike. It's called Martin. Martin Natembea. Yeah, I'll tell you the meaning of Natembea. Martin Natembea married a girl from the bar. Yeah, from the counter of a bar. And when I go home, she's one of the ladies who advises people. So don't mind about your partner's life before you met. You don't know why she ended there or he ended there. But after dating for quite some time, you know each other, you accept each other the way you are, and please don't hide anything about each other, because we have had the cases of a girl having been married twice or thrice. There are those things that may affect your life. Don't say that by the time he knows, he'll have stayed in long enough to.
So uweke vitu hadharani.
No, so it is good to study each other, because coincidentally, you know, we go against the Bible. Yeah, we go against the Bible traditionally.
Yeah.
Because the woman goes to the ID place and changes her name.
Yeah.
Adapts your name.
Yeah.
You don't adapt hers. No. Although I have an uncle at Tumutumu. When he's talking to people, he gives 3 names which include his wife. And when people ask, they say, my wife has my name, so I have to have her name. So you find that the system we have, the woman lives her tradition. If she's from another tribe, she adapts the husband's tribe, the husband's tradition. But the Bible says the two will be joined up and be one.
Yeah, become one.
So, if she's a Kikuyu and he is a Luya, they are neither Kikuyu nor Luya. They are just one another. And then you find that that is the problem. And then you are supposed to sit down and chat a way forward. Chant a way forward. Because I believe my stopping taking alcohol, my wife played a big part of it. And you find that when you sit down and reason and whatever, and you come up with a middle, there are some things, and you see in a relationship, it is not what you gain that is important. It is what you lose to maintain the relationship.
What?
It is not what you gain. You see, in a relationship, it may be a bit complicated, because you find that if you love something, you love a degree, isn't it? Yeah. So nobody likes studying for 7 or 8 hours.
Yeah.
You study 7 or 8 hours to get a degree, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it is that giving out that is more important. For example, I used to take alcohol. I stopped taking alcohol. Most likely, I think she played a part in it. So you find that, like my cousin Martin Natembea, the wife was a barmaid. And those days, I don't know, those were pre-HIV days. Barmaids were brothels. Yeah. So it's like getting a lady from a brothel. And she's wonderful. You have only to be told that so and so. is so and so is used to whatever. She's better off than a woman. We have some women who comes to your place, maybe sees that she gets neighbors who tells her usitegemee mwanaume moja or kwa kikwetu lazima uwe na mtoto moja nje. So which is better? Si afadhali yule alikuwa kwa brothel na nini. So what you forego, what you forego for the sake of the partnership is better than what you gain. Because if you start reasoning what bona hii sija nini, you start counting what you are gaining, you lose, you both lose.
You both lose.
Yeah.
And I think that's the attitude nowadays. And I think also it's leading ndio maana unaona atuoi sana.
Yeah, there's a problem with
on that.
Yeah, there's a problem I've seen with the girls. And I would tell the girls, if you have seen your husband or your boyfriend anachokora simu yako, we chokora yake. Because those are the problems we have been having of women. A man cannot even go to the bathroom mwanamke bila kuchokora hizo masimu. You know, I usually counsel people. Nowadays I don't a lot. Sijui kwa nini. Maybe, you know, I'm 63.
Okay.
So I used to counsel people in their 50s and 40s. But you see with time, they get used to.
Yeah.
Mtu anafika pahali anasema, hata kama mtu tumekaa naye 10 years. Anasema hata sasa, complain nimechoka hizi reform. So what I would say is that ladies don't chokora the phones. Because I'll tell you to go to Rongai. Rongai, there is a lioness, which was seen hovering until it went to somebody's place and na ikaonekana kwa CCTV. If you know there is a lion there, hutatembea.
Yeah.
Imagine you know there is a lion na hutatembea na siku hiyo hakukuwa na lion. But me, nobody has told me that there are lions in Rongai.
You just go.
So mimi natembea tu, kumbe lion ilikuwa hapo na lion inaniangalia, naona huyu mtu haogopi. But you see it is in the dark, I don't see it. So the best thing is just trust your person and whatever. Okay, let me address my daughters. This is your husband. Unaenda kwa simu yake. And that is why I said hata nini kirudi kikovu bado it will be there. Utaona hiyo scar, isn't it?
Scar.
Step 1. You go to his phone. When you go to his phone, there are 2 ways. You'll get what you're looking for. Or you will not get what you're looking for. Now, if you don't get what you're looking for, na atokeze. So the question will be, my wife has been suspecting me when I'm not. It's just like in the home. Kitu kikipotea, we ndio umeiba. Kitu kimepotea, we ndio naiba. Kitu kinatokeza, we ndio naiba. The other time utaiba because it is there na mwingine ataiba bado. So that is in case you don't find something. Then you find, okay, the side of the coin, you find something, what you are looking for. Itakusaidia. No. Sasa Jerry, kuja uniambie Jerry ni nani? Sijui mnaanza naga na yeye nini. And one thing, I've never been a woman, so I don't know.
Yeah.
If that Jerry knows that mnakosana na bwana yako because of her, atakusumbua because she wants you to get out.
Yeah.
And there is a song iliibwa 1970 what ya Kiswahili inaitwa Mwanameta by Juwata Jazz. Mwanameta talks of, okay, she was being called Mwanameta because ni msichana na metameta. But Mwanameta wanted knew that Bwana Musa ameoa. So she started whatever until Musa akaacha bibi yake. Na wakati aliacha bibi yake, Musa akaenda akaambia Mwanameta kwamba nimeacha bibi yako. Then she went away. So some of these people, they are pursuing your boyfriend, they are pursuing your husbands. Just a little mind game.
Yeah, for
mind
the
game. Yeah. So unakuja unakuta we unakuliwa kichwa, unaondoka. The husband also anaenda sasa anaambia Mwanameta sasa yule ameenda sasa kuja anamwambia who told you I wanted to come. That is how it is. Yeah.
Okay. So tuseme saa hii kitambo there was maybe a procedure yenye before you get married or into dating ungefuata.
Yeah.
And today it's more or less people are doing more of come we stay and all that. Sijui you take about that. And I know you have boys.
Yeah.
What would you recommend them to do when it comes to such a matters?
One thing I would tell my age mates, fathers, talking about their sons. I have 2 daughters. I have 3 daughters. I have 3 daughters. I have 1 biological daughter. I have 1 daughter whom I just said she should henceforth be treated as my daughter, but she's not biologically my daughter.
Okay.
There's just one day I woke up and told her, from today you are my daughter. From today you are my daughter. From today your kids are my grandchildren. So I just decided to treat her as my daughter. She's not biologically related to me.
Okay.
And then there is a daughter who is disappeared. The mother just took the child away. I don't know whether the girl is dead or alive. But if she's be found, then she's my daughter.
Okay.
Although she's somebody born 1991. So the mother is dead. The mother was a single. Women are funny. Women are funny. Especially well-earning working women. How wanaitwa single mothers. I can tell you we have so many single mothers.
Yeah, true.
Wale are single mothers because they want. I mean, let me talk about the others.
Okay.
Because we have cases where unadanganya msichana, then when she tells you I'm pregnant, unasema nani? That is the last time you'll ever hear. I'm not talking of that.
Okay.
I'm even not talking of those who are married and then can differ because of whatever. No, I'm not talking of that.
Okay.
But I'm talking of mothers, a lady well-earning. Ako na good salary, anafanya kazi mzuri, and she'll tell you, hey, kwanza ukizeeka, hii nywele ikaanza kwa nyeupe, you get a lot of things. Kwambia baba, wacha nikwambie. Ati mimi mwanaume kukuja, anaingia kwa nyumba na viatu, socks zinanuka, sijui nini, na ananuka pombe na nini, na anakaa hapo. But she decides. And then you can even find anakaa siku moja anapata mtoto. Then anakaa kidogo anapata most of them want 2 kids. Anataka a boy and a girl. Bas. She gets enough money and you can get even the schools anapeleka watoto. Academy, group of schools. We have such ladies.
Yeah.
There are those ones. So utakuja ukute My daughter is in that group. Ambapo I didn't know. I thought the lady was there for settling, but she wanted a kid, so she went away with my daughter under those circumstances.
Okay.
Wakati tu she gave birth, she said, I can feed myself, I can educate myself. I'm a senior police officer. So it went that way. But I'm a father of sons.
A father of sons.
So I would tell wazee wenzangu, I've seen a lot of marriages, especially people of my age, break and whatever, because the father is trying to determine the kind of a daughter-in-law that will be in that home. Don't.
Wow.
Don't, yeah.
I wish my father would see this.
Don't. Because what I know is that, and I've talked to very many people, older than me, especially older than me. As a father, just kuwa katika, kuwa watermelon.
Vugu.
Yeah. Because if you are if you see a girl alafu nasema this one will be my daughter-in-law whatever, she'll be rude to your son. Sema hata ukinikataa wazazi wako wani accept. And don't be against the girl. Just watch. Hata siku ingine akija kwambie sijui nini, especially the father. You see the mother will try to follow, aulize ilikuwaje, ajaribu kuunganisha. But in African society it is really hard when you have a difference with your wife and your father-in-law is put into the picture.
Yeah.
Saa zingine hata your mom ndiye atakuwa anamwambia, anasema no, iko hivyo na hivyo na hivyo. So the best thing is, apart from instances like incest or anything, just the boy is married, and the kind of marriage he does, none of your business.
None of your business.
Even if he declares it to you, he can, I don't know, he can tell you that huyu ni girlfriend ananitembelea, or he can tell you, hapana anza kusema, msichana, graduate teacher, si ungetafuta tu, kwani iko university mlikuwa hamkupata mtu. Or because you are a graduate teacher and you are teaching junior secondary, that primary, so ungetafuta kasichana kale katasomesha hiyo primary. One day my house itakuwa junior primary principal atakuwa my son and the principal hapana. Your feelings about your son's marriage should be
neutral in a way.
No, it should be between you and God. And maybe your wife, but not necessarily your wife. Yes. Hivyo tu sijui nini.
Whatever you support them.
Hata hii maneno, we have cases where somebody may overstay. Unaanza kuona, my son, si rika yako watoto wameanza kwenda baby class na wewe hata don't talk.
Ndio hiyo mimi unaongelea.
As a father, don't talk. Acha tu ikae. There are those things you study and whatever. Don't okay, you can talk about vijana in the neighbor, but your own biological child. Usimwambie umeoa from a bad clan. Don't tell him umechelewa. Don't wacha kae maisha. If one day yani kichwa itakuruka uketishe mtoto wako umuelezee vile whatever, atashanga, but dad mimi nakuonaga nafikiri tu ni kama it is also good that Kiafrika.
Okay. Umeongea story ya single mothers.
Yeah.
And lately, I don't know if you follow up, but then for me, sasa I'm not married yet.
Yeah.
So we follow a lot hizo debates, because now tunatafuta watu wa kumari.
Yeah.
And they have a bad reputation in general. Yeah. So pala social media, they are getting a lot of backlash. And men now are being advised not to marry single mothers. So I don't know. How do you feel? Umeongea kidogo, but then maybe I don't know if you can talk deeper on that.
Yeah, single parent. There is single father and single mother.
Yeah.
And there is both.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are both. This one goes case to case. And it also goes by, could I say, tribes. Because among Kikuyus, because my mother was a Kikuyu, my father was a Luhya. Among Kikuyus, it's not a big deal.
Oh.
Among Kikuyus, they say, ukinunua ng'ombe, hata na kamba. So among Kikuyus, it is acceptable. My parents I'm the second born.
Okay.
And and you see, but among Luhyas, I'm the second born, but I'm their first born. So my sister came with my mother. Now among the Luhyas, kunakuwa na a lot of questions, which starts with was she married? Was she married? Did she have a kid? Such a thing, whatever. But what I would say is that both the boy and girl, before you settle, it is good to explain if you have kids or not. And then if you have kids, I've seen a case. Actually, one of my best friends for the last 25 years, one of my best friends, there is that problem. He married a girl with a son.
Okay.
And you see, Waluya anasema, ameoa mtoto, amekuja na, Luyas, this is how Luyas do. Luyas say that if a woman you're marrying has a child, then kuna zile tick off. Anasema sasa amepoteza point hapo. See, is she coming without a kid? Yes, she's coming without a kid. Tick. And then, or if she's coming with a kid, is it a boy or a girl? Or it's a girl. If it is a girl, a small tick. If it is a boy, that is an X. Or if it is a boy, the boy's father should be put into. But you see, if you're putting in the father, na hujui vile walikosana na huyu. Labda atakuja haribie maneno kabisa. So it is, and this thing about hiding inaleta shida, because in future you may find munagombana because you later discovered that he or she had a kid. So it is always good to say you have a kid and vitu kama hizo. And even as you are dating, on a few occasions, include these kids. However old they are, because unaweza kuta mtoto ako secondary, and you put in your partner in the picture, and you put your partner in the picture of the relationship you have with the other parent. If it is the boy, say, I have a child with a certain lady, and I am the one who's keeping the kid, or the kid is there, or but you see, among Luhyas, hey, hata msichana anaweza kuwa, we have heard the cases, a girl has 3 or 4 kids, but tells, these are my adopted kids. It is good to tell the person before a decision is made, so that in many cases, it has solved a lot of problems.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it has solved a lot of problems. And it is always good to tell the person on how that person is. You may find that also understand the upbringing of the child. In Luhya land, if the girl you're marrying has a child, she loses points. She loses 2 points if the child is a girl, but she loses 5 points if the child is a boy. But among the Meru, a lady with a kid, the dowry is more.
Yeah,
the dowry is more. Because
amekuja na ndama.
This is a factory that has already proved that it produces.
Amekuja na evidence.
Amekuja na evidence that she's productive. Sasa. And then the people from the mountain, because my father was a Luhya, my mother was a Kikuyu. People from the mountain, you marry a lady with her child, and there's no problem. But among Luhyas, and that is why even Luhyas are reluctant to come over with kids. There is a problem. Because you see this person called Jinsi. The parents differed. The mother went home. Now he's become very popular. The family from the Nini are saying, now come or we curse you. If he would not have been, what do you call it? If he would not have been famous, the curse would not have come. Now he's famous. Come, we want to show you where you build a house. If you don't, we'll curse you. But when he was, I think it was in Kangeni. When hakuna mtu alikuwa anamwangalia upande wa baba. So the issue is with the people from the mountain. Anakuja, the father does not interfere. In fact, inakuwa ni kama, lakini Waluhya unakuja sasa, unaona sasa wameanza kuona wivu kwa ile Bradley. Bradley is now making millions. Now they want to claim that million or they curse him. And the Luhyas, if you marry, like my wife found me with kids. Now when those kids are growing there, yule mama yao badala ya kujali anakuja huko, anakuja kuchokora, anakuja anasema hata akija ile daitwa nini visiting, anaanza kusema ni siku ngapi, alafu anakuja kusomea wewe. Nimesikia wiki mbili umemaliza wiki mbili bila kununulia watoto wangu nyama sijui nini. Na hiki kimwanamke ulioa sijui nini. It is easier. That is why I'm trying to say that. People say, oh, like in my YouTube, unaongeaga ukabila. Lakini some of these things are true. Ukabila. Because you find, if you marry a Kikuyu lady and she has a son with somebody else, huyo mtu hata mkikutana, people will not even know that the son you're bringing is his or whatever. Mnasalimiana tu nomo. Lakini Waluhya, you have a wife, she's bringing up kids for the other woman. The other woman anakuja kuchokora maneno hapo. Anasema, na wewe hiki kimwanamke mbona kinapiga kwa watoto wangu or something like that. So even when you're having a relationship with other tribes, it is also good to know their tradition and whatever, especially if the person you are marrying alilelewa Oshago. Unajua Bontown anakuwaga a bit different,
more flexible.
Nakuja nakuta, and then Waluhya wako na hivi vitu ya mila mingi sijui nini. So nakuja nakuta, but you see Kikuyu akienda ameenda. So even a lady, if you are bringing up a child whose mother was a Kikuyu, utakuja ukute, I've even got Kikuyu cousins huko Mukuruini and whatever. My cousin died. Her kids are now completed secondary. Now my cousin-in-law alioa another woman. Na sisi tukienda huko, especially the ladies from my cousin side, for ladies from my side, wanakaa na hawa wasichana na hawa watoto tu, nauliza masomo lionaje nini. You'll never find a Kikuyu asking mtoto wa dadake, na hiki ukistep mother yako kina street. But with the Luhyas they do. So it is also good to have that background. And the good thing about that background, knowledge is you also have time to... Unaweza kuwa ni Mluya na hizo vitu ziko kwa Waluya. But ukimsoma unaona huyu hana hiyo uluya wake or something.
But also, so in that case, would you advise maybe someone to marry from maybe their own tribe?
No.
In the sense that maybe they have shared culture. In that tuseme inaweza lessen the quarrels because there are no misunderstandings. Because in my case, that happened a lot. Because our cultures were different with my baby mama. And we could not agree on so many things. Because now whatever I believe in, whatever she believes in terms of culture, caused a lot of rifts. To a point whereby I was saying, I wish I was married to someone from my own tribe. This would have been easy on me. Yeah.
I would... everything has its two sides of the coin. But if I had my way, I would prefer people marrying out of their tribe. Out of a place, like somebody from Kakamega marrying somebody from Taita Taveta. Somebody from Mukambani marrying a Luo. I would really want that. Because you see, the disadvantage we have is that even if you know somebody for 5 years, and you stay aside, unaanza kutafakari huyo mtu. Do you know that most of the times ubaya wake ndio unatokezea? Sio? Like the example you've given. Now the thing is, I was not there. But such occasions, that is how it is good to have elderly people who are not related to any of you, to try and... An elderly would even come and tell you, bwana tafuta mwingine. There are those who you just say they are not compatible. And you see, even those who are not compatible can even be not compatible within your tribe.
True.
But if you can get somebody who is compatible with you, it is better to marry outside the tribe. I can tell you, and if there is anybody who comes from Northern Luhya land, if I can talk of Northern Luhya land, it's Bukusu, Kabrasi, Tachoni, and Wanyala wa Ndombi. You get somebody, munasalimiana, you are related 5 times. Ukifuata hii relationship, is your cousin. Ukifuata relationship hii, he's your uncle. Ukifuata hii ingine, is your nephew. So saa zingine mnaangalia, mnaona ni gani ambayo inafanya nini? Inaunganisha nyinyi. Let me give an example. I have a cousin called Justus, Mwalimu Justus. He married his woman 1971. They are still there. Actually, if you ask my wife, she'll tell you that among the women I respect most is Madam Jane. Justus' wife, Madam Jane. And if I sit down and start trying to look at I don't remember any time they have quarreled. Quarreling ile kabisa. They got married in 1971. His father his father was, let me not mention the name of the father. Then there is my father's immediate elder brother was called Andrew. He has a wife. Isn't it? Now, Justus' wife, who is my brother, Kiafrika is my brother, and Baba Andrew's wife, Leah, they are cousins. Kule wanatoka. You have had a place called Sangalo Institute. Institute near pale wanajenga airstrip hiyo ya Kakamega wana complain. Now they are both Sangalo. Now wakienda huko, they are sisters or they are cousins. Lakini wakiwa huku, this is the mother-in-law to this one.
Okay.
You see. And then a sister to my father, Coletta. She was called Coletta. Auntie Coletta is married into those clans. So, if you go to her brother's wife, they are double sisters-in-law. Double. Because this lady has married a cousin to this lady. And you have also married a cousin.
Okay.
So the husband to Coletta is a cousin to the two ladies. So you find that among the northern Luyas unakuta kuna hiyo mkorogo. You find that somebody mnakaa na yeye Bukusu, Tachoni, Kabras and Wanyala. That is the problem marrying nearby. You find that this person, ukienda kwa relationship fulani, he's my cousin, he's whatever. So if you see Uncle, we call it Baba, Baba Andrew, and Auntie Coletta, they're same mother, same father. Same mother, same father, isn't it? And Coletta's husband is a cousin to Mrs. So when they are calling each other Shemeji, you don't know whether they are calling them Shemeji. Am I calling you Shemeji because of the woman I have? Because you are Shemeji? Or whatever. So that is also the whatever. And then the marrying from nearby, I've seen it. My former wife, you just cross the river. And my current wife, whom I've stayed with 30 years, huyo nilikaa naye 5 years, huyo nimekaa na 30. This one with 30, if you have to use PSV, you use 2 vehicles.
Okay.
You will go to Eldoret, you take another one, or you go to Kakamega and take another one, whichever, whatever. So you find that when I go to their place, they just know that. Lakini sasa unakuja unakuta mtu na that is the disadvantage of, and you know she's a Luya like me. But I would really want people to marry, not even just another tribe,
Okay.
but a place where if you want to go to your in-laws, and that is why during dating, it is good to involve people maybe who are elderly, so that an elderly person, unajua kuna age mate yako, anaweza kuambia you are not compatible, then next year you see he's married. So, but an elderly person who is not related to you, because some tribes, I don't know, Kikuyus, it's okay, but among Luyas, you find if I'm your uncle and you're introducing me to your, hey, unakuta, tradition doesn't allow me to either praise or criticize my daughter-in-law. So it's good to have somebody elderly, or even we have people who are in that profession, counseling, who can tell you, no, hapa naona you are not compatible.
Okay.
For the case you are saying, I think it's most likely not compatible. Okay. We also have problems, sorry to say, but that time of courtship, you learn a lot. You not only learn a lot, you also adapt a lot. Do you know that if you get married to a girl from a single mother by choice, a girl who maybe the mother feels that she has been brought up knowing that a woman who is earning well, whatever, she doesn't need a man. And she's a daughter to that lady. It's a bit hard. There's also some challenges that you find a girl who was born alone. Alone. Ni tofauti. Because you find, or a boy, a girl or a boy. If you are a girl and you are getting married to a boy who was born alone, or you are a boy, you are getting to a girl who was born alone, an only child, is a challenge. Because if someone is an only child, oh, baby sijui nini, oh kula, usipokula, ulikuwa unataka during our time it used to be ice cream. Nowadays wanasema yogurt. Basi ukimaliza hiyo chakula kukula. Sisi tulizaliwa wengi. Ugali ikianza kuwekwa unga, unanawa mikono unakaa hivi una nini. Alafu chakula ikiwekwa hapo, unajua hata prayers, I started praying for food later. Unajua ukianza prayers utakuta ugali iko nusu. So you find that a person who was brought up kupembelezwa, boy, or even a girl, that is somebody who was born alone, without siblings. Actually, that is my name. Tenge means a person who was born without siblings, but happens to be male. So Khwatenge means son of that. Now you see, if you're a girl and you are marrying somebody who was alone, you cannot compare him to where they were born 6. 2, you also have, both genders. If you are getting married to a girl who was born alone, or a boy who was born alone, that is a challenge. If you go to a boy who was born with girls, they were born 6, 5 boys, 1 girl. If you are marrying that girl, is a challenge. That is what we call a tomboy. Siku ingine utamuongelesha, mtapigana. Because when she was being brought up, when there are 3 girls and 3 boys, unakuta when they are arguing, zingine unaambia unajua ni msichana wachana, because you know how to treat boys and when you are 3, I'm only giving an example of maybe 6. When my mother had 3 girls and 3 boys. So when you are born 6, 3, not 6, 3 equal, you'll find when somebody kuna kelele nje ama nini, the boy will go out. When you want to cook, the girl will cook. So when you find that, a boy from that society, from that bringing, that is why maybe mama has seen for very many years. When she's not around, mi naenda tu kwa kiosk chai na mandazi. I don't cook because my sister. But when you find a situation where they are all girls, 1 boy, unajua hata wakipika, they reach a time hata yeye anapewa nafasi. Unakuja unakuta the boy develops girl like characteristics. Unakuta the man can cook well, sijui nini, akiwa na cook well, so the man is cooking well. Lakini ukikuta kama sisi sasa, we can marry any lady, because hata akipika bichi, lakini the boy who was brought up with many, and then a girl who is getting married to a boy with many sisters, ujua umeolewa na mabwana wengi. Watakuja wakusomee, wewe unaacha ndugu yetu anatembea na matambara. So that is, there are many examples, but I'm only giving examples of how background check could also assist, because this is somebody who was brought up by girls. So utakuja ukuta during our time walikuwa na shona nini, unakuta mvulana anajua kushona huyo, anajua kupika, anajua kufanya nini, but the boy who was born a boy alone, ana develop, and the girl who was born a girl alone, na kuna boys, unajua ilikuwa inafikaga wakati hata na mandugu zake wanashikana mashati, and you marry that one, unamchezea, siku nyingine utajikuta chini, and then neighbors will say, kwa nini umefura hapa? Nasema jana niliteleza kwa simiti nikaanguka. We don't say so it is good to do that. It is good to be open. It is good so that whoever accepts knowing that, and then once you start staying together, know that there is a lot of things you will stop doing because of her. and there is a lot of things she will stop doing because of you. But hii maneno ya come we stay it depends. It depends. It depends with the couple because mine the current, both of them were come we stay. And one ilienda vibaya na ingine ikaenda vizuri. So if it was meant to be, it was meant to be. But if you are staying at come we stay because you want to know each other, because hata wewe ukienda kwa interview, siku ya kuenda kwa interview unavaa kasuti kazuri. Aya, wanakuambia we are employing you for 6 months. Probation. After 6 months we place you. When you complete 6 months, wanasema when you complete 6 months, wanasema wamekuandika permanent and pensionable. That is when you'll start coming late. Hizo 6 months. So come we stay is like you're on probation.
We talked about dating or rather marrying in your generation. So is there an age maybe you recommend, maybe at least miaka ikuwe imeachana for how long, like the best?
What I would say, if I look around, we have so many widows, but we have very few widowers. And you don't have to reach my age. Even the girls you used to be in primary with, if I were to meet you with her, and you tell me with this one who used to be my classmate, I would argue. She looks 5. Women psychologically mature more than men. So I would really. Now it happens that men, in majority of the cases, men are either of the same age with the ladies, with their wives, or older. Or older. But then, even when you are marrying a lady younger than you, it is good to consider certain aspects. One, on average, if you look at the ladies, if you go home, you find those wakina washosho. Ask her which year she was born. She'll tell you, I was born 1940. Then look around to see if there are gentlemen who were born in 1940. My own estimate is that a lady stays for 15 years older than a man. Because if I see where I come from, Western, and where my mother came from, that is Karatina. You'll find that majority of the women, now I'm talking of those people who are born the same year. You'll find that most of the women stay 14 years more than their husband. And so, 14 years more than the husband. So if you marry a lady who is your age mate, all things equal, you will die 14 years earlier than her. So she'll stay 14 years. But if you marry a lady who is 5 years younger than you, then you have reduced her widowship years to 10. Now if that is why you find a lot of people, watu wanasema wazazi wa fulani, one died na mwingine akakufa immediately. It is because the husband is 10 years older than the wife. So if the man is 10 years older than the wife, now he dies of old age, and the woman is supposed to stay 14 years. So after 4 years, the woman dies. Walioana wakakufia pamoja. But if you marry somebody of your age, she'll stay as a widow for 14 years. And if you marry a lady who is the age of your children, by the age of your children, I'm not meaning your biological children.
Yeah.
I also mean girls whose father or whose parents are of your age. Now, many people have kids when they're 25. So you marry a lady whom you are 25 years older than her. It means that if you are to die of old age, 25 plus 15, she will be a widow for 40 years. 40 years. And then there is also this problem with, I'm not even talking of women marrying children younger than themselves, because to me that is even immoral. I would say in most cases, men and women, most women prefer staying single. But if she decides to remarry, I don't like this thing called the widow inheritance. Because widow inheritance is a right. Elders sit and say your brother has died, so you are going to be the husband to this woman. What I would say is that she has to remarry. Even if you are to take her, let it be courtship, just like any courtship.
Okay.
And another thing is, I would really not be comfortable with a lady remarrying somebody of a different age group with her late husband. Should be around the same age.
Yeah.
Take or plus or minus, yeah, just within that age range. She would also, I would also not be comfortable if we have what you call a clan. You may have somebody who is of your age, but either is your uncle or nephew. Now, for you to marry a widow of your uncle or of your nephew, even if you're of the same age, it doesn't look good, because her first kids, and then her later kids. You see, if she remarries, the later kids will be cousins stroke step brothers to that. But then this one will say, you see your father, it brings that problem. So she has to look into aspect of even him, of that cross generational, age wise and tradition wise. She should take care of that, and he should also take care of that. But then I've also seen cases where a girl comes into the home brought by one of the sons. The other sons will respect him. But if a person like me brings in a girl who is the same age with my daughters, she'll lead a terrible life. Because one thing, if one of the boys were to bring her, before I even knew her, were to talk to her and bring her, the other brothers and sisters will respect her as their sister-in-law.
Yeah.
But I've seen cases, especially when I was in the police, where you marry a girl of that generation, then all your sons believe that you have brought them a woman. And the girls, when they are from where they are married, they come wanakuja, we mzee ndio we ndio na nini unakula vitu ya baba yetu. So it is good to marry within the generation. And then marrying a woman who is 25 years younger than you, and a woman stays 14, let's say 15 years. You want to tell me that after you, I've seen it. I've seen it even in my village. You find that my own father was born in 1930, but I have a cousin who was born in 1929. So you find that my grandmother and her co-wife, whenever they met, her co-wife used to treat her like her daughter. Yeah, because she was younger than. Imagine the firstborn of my uncle was born 1927. 27 or yeah, 27. And my father was born in 1929. No, 1930.
1930.
3 to 4 years older.
Yeah.
So, and then there was also this problem where my age usually we become single or we think of marriages when